What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witte for Witte Artistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am turning into a two-tone tiger today. This side is a Bengal tiger, and this side is a Siberian tiger. I thought it would be a fun little challenge because I was getting lots of requests to do a tiger, and there is this trend that is just absolutely viral on TikTok right now of the Snow Miser, Heat Miser song, so I thought it would be kind of a fun little take to do two different kinds of tigers. So let's begin. If you like me and you like what I'm doing, it would mean the world to me if you chose to become a sponsor on my Patreon page. Okie dokie. So this whole tiger is the split thing that I was talking about on TikTok, the Heat Miser, Snow Miser, which is essentially the I'm Mr. Heat Miser and I'm, yeah, you know the song. But I wanted to do the snow side as a snow Bengal tiger, the white tigers, and then do the Heat Miser side as a Bengal tiger. I think I just mixed those up. Siberian, Bengal. Anyway, you get the point. One's white, one's orange. Heat, snow. So I am doing a two-tone split face look. This was me prepping for moving too, so I wanted to keep it more simple on my face, but really go all out on my face. And I've been looking forward to painting a tiger a really long time because so many people have been requesting it, and I adore painting tigers on kids when I do kids' face paints. So I got half white down, then I went in with gray and added in some brush strokes in the direction that the fur grows on a tiger. Look at reference images, pay attention to the direction of the hair growth, and then individually make every single hair. That is the key and the only way to make realistic looking fur. So after I got the base down, I am starting to do the base of all of the tiger's stripes. I wanted to make sure I had it all outlined in the area it's going to be in because black is impossible to paint over with other paints. It makes everything muddy and crusty, and so I'm just getting that out. Hey, motorcycle, I am filming things here. Thank you very much. Right, so I filled in my little snoot with some pink body paint, and now I'm doing some freckles and some little mustache whisker stuff. So this whole makeup, I used Mayron makeup and blue squid face paint. They are water activated body paints. And then I am adding some white and grays into my little snout. For tigers and stuff, their snouts tend to have way shorter fur than the rest of their face and body, so just keep the brush strokes kind of short when you're up in that area. All right, adding some more dark gray. The tiger that was on the white side was actually much harder than the colored side because I was like trying to figure out how to create depth and like tints without it just being black and white because, you know, animals, they have color variation even when they're white. So I'm now taking some white and creating little highlights on the fur. Basically, when I do fur, I lay down a mid-tone, and then I do the slightly darker mid-tones, then slightly lighter mid-tones, then the dark darks, and then the highlights, like the super poppy highlights. Outline your little nose in some black, and I'm going to be adding black in at the chin where it connects to the lips. So these tigers both have black lips, and I think they might have like dark skin or something, but when the fur goes up towards the lips themselves, it gets darker too, so I just have that underneath. On the orange side, I kind of jumped the gun because I was filming a bunch of TikToks that are like progressive of showing the process as I go through. So I ended up jumping the gun and didn't have the white side finished because I wanted to add ears and fuzz and make it all extreme and fluffy to really get the profile of a tiger. So I started painting the orange side, and I think I actually ended up wiping it off. Here's when I realized, oh shoot, I didn't do my fuzzies. So with spirit gum or any other skin-safe adhesive, you can put it down on the edges of your face, and I'm going to be strategically laying down sheep's wool. So these are wool rovings. They're typically used for needle felting, which is what I got them for initially, and it evolved into this. They work amazing for fur, and this is the first time that I decided to develop a new technique that I call wool sculpting, where I'm taking hair gel and wool, and I ended up making ears that would actually stay three-dimensional, look fuzzy, and attached to my hair directly with the with some hair gel, the Gorilla Snot hair gel. So if you ever need to make quick ears that cost nothing and take like 30 minutes or 15 minutes to make and attach to your head for cosplay or something, this is perfect, and they weigh nothing. All right, now I'm doing the other side correctly this time. I am laying down the whites first, and then I'm going to be filling in the rest with orange body paint. This is blue squid body paint, nice and vibrant, awesome. Filling that in with my detail brushes. Always map out where your whites are going to go first, just because the same issue arises with blacks. So with whites, it's hard to get the stark white back if you're painting over another color. It'll always blend in with the more pigmented color and cause a big mess. Outline your stripy stripes. I am just doing tiny little baby strokes in the direction that the hair is growing. Add in some red orange to get some depth in that fur. Outline your snoot. Add some more darks. And I am now creating the cat eye, which is my favorite part, where you create the extension in the middle, black on the eyelid, black over the eyelid, and then it kind of comes up in a dramatic wing on the outside and then connects into a stripe. Obviously, all tiger stripes are different, but this particular tiger I was looking at had that cool little flare going on. Add some more highlights to the fur. And if you ever want to create a highlight from your puck, your makeup puck, just add a little bit of white to it and it'll just make it lighter. The more white, the more bright the highlight will be. All right, create the division between the two little cleft palate lips that cats have in the center with some black. And I'm going to be doing the fluffy bits for the other side, which was really satisfying. This wool is so soft and it's so lightweight. I do recommend using hair gel on the hair areas instead of a glue, just so you don't have the risk of potentially ripping your hair out. But on your empty skin, might as well use some skin-safe adhesive. I was using Spirit Gum. And I'm almost done. Now I just got to make the last little ear, which I had some major trouble with. So the second ear took me like 4 times longer than the first ear. But I did do a leopard, which you guys will see soon. And it was really easy. Like the ears took like 20 minutes total, whereas for the tiger, this was my first time trying it. It took, I think, an hour and a half or 2 hours for me to actually figure out how to do it. It was really frustrating. I cut out most of that so you guys aren't sitting here forever looking at me fiddle with bits of fluff. But this technique is awesome. I'm going to be using it again, and I really wish I would have developed it when I did my Rocket Raccoon makeup, because it was lacking in the ears, and 30% of Rocket Raccoon's entire head is his ears, so perhaps I'll have to do Rocket Raccoon again, or maybe another raccoon. But I am on an animal makeup binge, probably gonna do a panda or something. What makeup or character that is an animal would you guys like to see? I've been getting lots of requests for dogs and more cats, but let me know. You made it. Thank you so much for staying to the end. You have no idea how much it means to me. Please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It just doesn't show people videos unless you do it. So if you can take that second, it would really help me out. But I love you all, and I really hope you enjoyed this. Tiger is honestly a lot of fun because I've done multiple tigers now. I did one on myself a long time ago in the very beginning, and then I did one on my friend Hannah in college, and then I've done like a gajillion on little kids for face painting events, and then I made this. I hope you like it. Also, huge shout out to my wonderful Patreon producers. Seriously, without you guys, I couldn't do what I love every day. You let me live my dream. You believe in me, you support me, and you help me pay my bills, seriously. So thank you so much for being so generous. And thank you to everybody just for watching. It means the world to me. And I hope you subscribe. If you haven't already, stick around. We do lots of fun things, but I will see you in the next video.